and the wide streets of the European quarter look cool and inviting, though even here the old breaks in on the new. The patient donkey trots on a surface designed for limousines. You pass women wearing the traditional yasmak, women whose face no man except their husband must ever look upon. The donkey is king of the road here, but there is some modern transport. Not quite like a British bus perhaps, but there are no luggage restrictions, and if you prefer to stand on the top deck, no one will stop you. In the streets, many-coloured robes mingle with the older-fashioned white, and the children wear their hair shaven with this peculiar twisted pigtail. But if you seek the real Marrakech, you must leave the European quarter with its thin veneer of the present day, past the palaces and the mosques, towards the souks and the bazaars of the native quarter. Here in a labyrinth of narrow streets, the hours fly quickly. Overhead, rush mats stretched across the streets break up the sun's rays. In the souks of Marrakech, you can buy almost everything, except soap, which for some reason is unobtainable. A servant hired here costs practically nothing. And if you know where to go, you can still buy a slave, though officially slave trading is illegal. Padding barefoot through the shaded streets, the ordinary folk of Marrakech do most of their shopping in the souks. Even here the West has caught up with them. On show are the latest things in underwear. And exported, let's hope, from Birmingham, a batch of kitchen equipment. Alongside the new, squatting behind his wares, is the spice seller. The greengrocer. And the careful customer who isn't going to be overcharged. They're all there, part and parcel of Marrakech. And there's something curiously familiar about the shops, the salesmen and the shoppers. In the local china shop, for instance, the housewife is cautious and the shopkeeper uses gestures you can see any day in a British market. In Marrakech, time has paused in its tracks. To travel there by plane from London is an experience rather like going to sleep in one's own bed and waking up in the time of David and Goliath and the prophets of the Bible. Prominent figures in the marketplace are the doctors. They display few medicines, but a multitude of charms. Among them are animal hides, lizard skins, jackal's teeth. The teeth are supposed to make their owner irresistible to women. Around the streets, some refuse to have their pictures taken, especially the makers of opium pipes. But most have never seen a camera before. Every street has its quota of beggars, but the marketplace seems to be their gathering ground. Quite near, and as busy as the narrower streets of the souks, you find the orange market. Thousands of cases, some of them perhaps destined for Britain, are examined and priced. After long haggles, they change hands, and the sellers go back to their groves to replenish their stocks from the loaded trees. It's hungry work, even for the successful bargainers. Favorite dainties are a Moroccan version of the Indian chapati, this time fried in oil. Money is hard earned in Marrakech, but if there are a few francs to spare, 10 to 1 it goes to the seller of Arabian mint tea. All kinds forgather in this strangest of public meeting places, and when business is done, the snake charmer holds